What's going on? This is the MSG podcast, movies with Garrison and Sara, or Sara and Garrison. And today we're going to talk about the movie Summer Wars.
Yeah.
Summer Wars. First impressions on the film?
First impressions, it was kind of a feel-good movie. I thought it was very sweet, and I thought there was like a lot of dynamic in a lot of the characters, because there's a lot of characters in the film. It was a very beautiful... Yeah.
Yeah, what you mentioned about the characters, that's actually going to be a part of my facts. I have some really sort of like crazy information about that.
Ooh.
Yeah, but yeah, I really like the family dynamic of this film. It definitely reminded me a lot of my family.
It's kind of a scary thought. Is your grandma as crazy as she is? I hope so.
Well, I told you that I wrestle her sometimes, but she's in pretty good health. So
I thought you were kidding about that.
No, I wasn't kidding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a big fan of like peaceful, tranquil scenes mixed with the modern technology and stuff. So I definitely felt right at home with this film. What did you think about the characters?
Yeah, Grandma was definitely my favorite, and she whipped out that giant sword spear on Uncle. I thought that I was right there with her. I was like, "Go, Grandma!"
Yeah, she was one of my favorite characters too. But really, the whole family was a character in and of itself, really.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's crazy to think that even though halfway across the world, a family is still a family, and I can relate to their struggles and problems and interactions, like the one family member who always watched baseball.
Yes.
They were never there.
She was adorable. She was so funny. Yeah, like except for baseball, like I'm the one that's like hiding in my room drawing.
I was probably most like the computer kid character that was always by himself. Yeah.
And all of the adults make fun of each other. That's like a normal thing in my family. We're all kind of shitty people to each other, but we're there for each other in the end.
Yeah. What did you think about the system that everyone used in the film?
I thought that was really interesting. I mean, it's kind of relevant to what's going on in our world right now, especially with things like Bitcoin, these cryptocurrencies that are so big in our world right now that might eventually get bigger because we probably won't use physical money anymore. It'll all just be online.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about, just because it seems so ethereal, it feels it's intangible, and what if we an EMP blast or something, right? Or like a solar flare that just shorted everything out, we would be back to scratch, really.
Yeah, absolutely. That would really suck, don't get me wrong, but technology advances in a way that maybe one day we won't be affected by solar flares through technology. Or EMP.
Right. Do you know who Stan Lee is?
Yeah.
Okay. He said this thing, comics are sort of like breasts. They're great to look at on screen, but there's nothing like having them in your hand.
Oh, that's really cute. Was that one of the things that he said recently? I know he's sick right now, so he's struggling.
No,
so he sent a message to all of his fans. I didn't actually look at it.
No, it's a few years old, but it's just something about feeling knowing that it's there in your hands. It feels more real. You can reach out and touch it, right?
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's the same way with money and card games in this film? That's a big part of the plot.
That it's better if it's tangible?
Yes.
For some things, I would like there to be a system where it's virtual. Well, I guess they do kind of have that with 3D printers.
Yeah.
Right, so I guess you could have something digital but make it tangible. But yeah, speaking of the card game, that really made me want to play Koi Koi.
Yeah. It looked so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Although, like, I don't know. I can't get into card games that much anymore. Like, I'm all about, like, the American games that I learned. But, like, every time somebody tries to teach me Magic, I'm like, dude, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of like games and stuff like that. But the visuals, they were A plus. Like they were really really good.
Yes, definitely. Maybe we should, like, join, like, a card guild or something so I can at least attempt to understand the entire culture behind it because I frankly don't get it.
I kind of want to play Go too. Have
Go?
you? Yeah.
I don't know what that
You
is.
don't know? Oh yeah. I don't know what it is, but it's like these little black and white marble pieces on this sort of chessboard
Is it like
deal.
Chinese checkers?
No, no. But they had an anime about that,
Oh,
about Go. They kind of make anime out of everything, right?
they.
Like their card games and board games and gay swimming. That's actually an anime.
I don't wait. What's the difference between swimming and gay swimming?
It's like a they're like the characters are like gay, right? They're
Sure. We just call it swimming. I don't know.
because that's a major part of it. Like they're gay swimmers.
That's adorable.
And yeah, the system, it would seem practical to have everything just in one spot, just like one stop, click and go. But if someone were to access that, then the whole system is pretty screwed. So they would have to have lots of security measures to keep everything safe.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of dive into that a little bit in the movie, saying it's the most advanced encryption security system
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
world,
didn't work
and then
out.
it gets hacked. Okay, it's like the Titanic. Like it's never gonna sink. Oh, and then it sinks.
Yeah, and what if someone goes rogue, right? Because they mentioned how, say you're an electrician, right? You have access to the electrical grid, and if you're a fireman, you have access to the waterways and stuff. So if someone went rogue, they could stir up some trouble too.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's like morality rules to kind of prevent those kinds of, but that's a major theory there. It's not really a solid state thing. But I don't know. I think eventually we're gonna switch to just like virtual reality or augmented reality types of features. Like like you and I both wear glasses, right? So imagine somebody was telling me about this the other day, like the HoloLens. Apparently, I think it's Sony created the HoloLens, and you basically can see augmented reality right up there on your face.
Yeah, I think like Pokemon Go was kind of a test run for that. Yeah, and Nintendo has been doing stuff like that for a little while, like on their 3DS system and such. Yeah, I think I'm a little more okay with AR than VR for the time being.
Because of like deprivation to reality, or because it can really, I feel like there'd be some major brain issues with going between actual reality and virtual reality, like emotional issues.
Right, yeah, you're only supposed to wear them for like a certain amount of time, I think, because you could get sort of disoriented, I think.
In the real world.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can see that.
And what did you think about the fake out, the little fake out ending? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
So, spoilers. So when they were able to stop the missile from landing on the nuclear plant, they still had like 17 minutes left or something.
Hmm.
But the countdown still went down, and I like that because I saw this movie a few years ago, but I completely forgot that fake out, so I thought that they were safe, and yeah, they weren't safe, and even after they actually saved it, the missile still caused a lot of damage to the property and the surrounding area. Yeah.
Some smart programming on behalf of the intruder.
Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Animation food looks so good all the time. And I love how often anime like characters eat in movies, and this is one of those ones where you want to see for the food as well as the entertainment.
I have not seen this anime, but Food Wars. Have you heard of this?
Yeah, I think that's on our list, isn't it?
No, it's a cooking anime where they cook and compete.
Oh, okay. We need to see this.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, my final thoughts. Definitely worth watching if you like a peaceful family drama mixed with a little bit of like science fiction, action.
Romance.
Yeah, a little bit of romance. Yeah, that was cute. That was cute. Like how he, she really should have told him.
I
Like
know.
on the train right there, because he was completely left in the dark for a while there.
I know. I felt so bad for the poor guy.
And the cop uncle, like he was kind of a dick.
I did. I liked him though.
You what?
I did. I liked him.
Oh, it's unfortunate. Anyways, I think that concludes our review section of this podcast. Are you ready?
Okay. All right. So I've actually got some habaneros this time for this little trivia bit because Garrison was kind enough to go get some. Thank you, Garrison, for
No problem.
For your contribution.
All right. So I will ask Sarah 5 questions. Every question that she gets right is a point for her. Every point that she gets wrong is a point for me. These are multiple choice. So are you ready, Sarah?
All right. Lay it on me.
Question 1. What is the name of the rabbit avatar? A. King Cool. B. King Kanji. C. King Cold. Or D. King Cosma.
I'm going to go with A, King Cool. Okay. All right.
It was D. King Cosma.
King Cosma. All right. I don't have milk this time, so here it goes.
So I think I'll take my time with these questions, just sort of linger on them for as long as I can.
Quite cruel. I don't actually know if these are going to be spicy or not, but we'll see. It's like bright orange. Oh, yep, that's fucking spicy. All I did was get a seed on my mouth, and it's fucking hot. I don't have milk. I gotta get some water.
Do you have coffee in there? Is there coffee in there?
No, that's a bad idea. You don't want to mix coffee and spice.
Why not?
All right,
Try
hold on. Garrison, will you use... I have to get some water. Fill some air.
Sarah's getting up. She's walking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paces into the kitchen. She's grabbing her canteen water bottle. She's opening the fridge. She's looking in the fridge. Oh, we have some soy milk.
Okay. All right, I'm probably gonna be eating the spiciest part of that because I think it's spicier towards the little stem here. So I'm gonna do the worst part first. Okay.
How was it?
Okay, it's down. Whew. Okay.
All right, are you ready for question 2?
Question 2.
What kind of laptop does Cosma use? Was it A, a Mac, a B, Dell, C, Toshiba, or D, Sony?
I'm gonna go with C, Toshiba.
And
Okay, what was it?
it was a Dell.
That was my second guess. Okay. Okay, so you got 2 points now.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It has a weird taste. It's like...
Bitterish.
It was like a weird sour taste. I can't explain it.
Okay. Question 3.
Question 3.
Okay. What was the first number in the sequence of numbers that Kenji solved in the anonymous text?
You guys, I'm not going to get any of these. Okay, lay it on me. What are the answers?
A is 2, B is 3, C is 8, and D is 9. Final answer. You got it right. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What was the name of the distant uncle character? Was it A, Kimosabi, B, Wasabi, C, Wabisuke, or D, none of the above?
I'm gonna go D with none of the above.
Is
it C?
Wabisuke, yeah.
Okay.
Eat up.
It's kind of juicy, but it's really spicy. It's the seeds, man. All right, that was the 4th one.
That was the fourth one.
Okay, what's the last one?
What was the granny's birthday? Was it A, May 5th, B, June 9th, C, July 2nd, or D, August 1st?
July 2nd.
And it was August 1st.
You can't concentrate with this much pain.
Are you,
I'm gonna finish off this soy milk.
okay?
Hear how much I have left. It's not much. Is my face red at all? Alright. Anything else?
Yeah, we have a few facts here. Let's see. Mamoru Hosoda is the director of this film. And he directed such films as The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, which we'll be watching later this year, the Digimon movie, along with some other Digimon projects, The Boy and the Beast, some Samurai Champloo episodes, and some One Piece.
That's a lot of work. That's some
Yeah.
pretty good background he's got there. Sorry, if I sound distant, it's because I'm trying not to breathe into the mic.
And like I said, the same director who directed this film also directed some Digimon, and this movie and the second movie of Digimon have a really lot in common. Like I'll show you some side by sides, and I'm going to say that he was probably taking some shortcuts a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
Hosoda insisted on there being 80 family members as the main characters. That would have been a mess, probably.
I would have loved to see that, though. That would have been funny.
I don't even know if I have that many family members that
That
I
are
know.
alive, anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes back to, like, great-grandma. Great-grandma is alive in that.
This film was one of the few cases where the manga came after the movie.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. This is a funny one. Hosoda completed all 500 pages of the storyboard at Denny's. They actually have a Japanese Denny's. I looked it up. It's kind of funny.
I do like Denny's, though.
Isn't there one downtown?
Nope, they closed it.
Why?
Too many. I just don't think they were getting enough crowd in there.
This is my final fact. The two whale guardians, do you remember those?
Yeah.
The pink one and the blue one. Were named John and Yoko after John Lennon and Yoko Ono.
Aww,
Yeah.
that's cute.
Yeah. Well, that's all I have. Definitely worth a watch. I really like this film. Like I said, it's peaceful and just really chill Sunday afternoon kind of watch. You look like you okay?
Yeah, my mouth's on fire. That's all. It's okay. It's one of those things, it's like, it's really just your spice receptors receiving it, so it's really just your brain. Like, your tongue's not actually on fire. It's not going to burn your tongue, nothing like that. So I'm really just trying to psychologically deal with the pain that's going on in my mouth.
Okay. Any final thoughts? Okay. Well, that concludes our podcast on Summer Wars. Catch us next week for the Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yes, and places you can watch Summer Wars. You cannot watch it on any... can you watch it on Crunchyroll?
I tried finding it on there. I couldn't find it.
Okay, so I illegally watched it, definitely.
I don't think you should say that.
I mean, I didn't download it. It was
Okay.
just like on one of those websites. It's like, oh, watch the full movie now. So I did that. Other places, it's not on Hulu. It's not on Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah, if you have a Funimation subscription, you can watch it there. That's what I did the legal way.
The legal way. Yeah, so Animation Dayton does have a meeting tonight. We are going to be watching the Pokemon movie, the first movie, and we'll be live streaming it on Facebook.
Oh, we are. Kind of kept me in the dark there, didn't you?
I think you were the one that's like, let's do live streaming. So I was like, okay, let's do it. It's a
And
really good
I
idea.
also didn't know that we had an AD meeting this evening.
It's been on the calendar. But you know what? I'll forgive you this time.
All right. Yep, that's right. Catch you next week for what we have. Bye.